The heat of the desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Kush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Jones. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The offense set for a first down play. Give to the running back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best four programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
Power football with the run. Still running at the 40. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give from the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
He'll bring it back. It's Jones. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll try to get outside. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he... He's 41.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He finds his man. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
They'll run it. Smashes through. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And the Sun Devils will try to pick it up on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Really nice job on the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, set it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
The Sun Devils are on the move. Now on the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's got it! Touchdown, Arizona State!
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arizona State 14, Ohio State 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. They go to the ground. On the move at the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
To the ground with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Sun Devils are in the red zone. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
They always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. To the ground to try to move the chains. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. The 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the defense doing work. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to Nebraska. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The give to the back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to get the edge on the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. The 20. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just said.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The throw. He's got it down the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Jones. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Here's the handoff. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Want to talk about a monster performance? This guy now has 150 yards rushing. The defense has had no answer for this guy, and he's showing you why he is such a weapon in this offense. Speed, the ability to catch the ball, the vision, the quickness. He's got all the tools in the toolbox.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. And the Sun Devils are marching down the field. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
At the 28. And that's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And it's slipped out. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And they can't make the connection. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires the pass, intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 40, past the 30, inside the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. One more snap coming before halftime.
Timeout, Arizona State.
offense in a split backfield. On second down, wants to throw. Coming after him. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Makes a move. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
Arizona State Sun Devils will take over 1st and 10.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Going to the ground. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Leaves it with the back. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
4th down coming up.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. In your own territory, don't make it. I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
Well, if I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Second down coming up.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They move the tight end all over. Fly sweep coming. And he's knocked down.
The ball carried by the tight end. Brought down at the 49. 3rd down coming up.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. Motion from the offense. They'll try to pick up the 1st. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. There was never a doubt about going for it there. If you don't go for it, you send the message to your team you don't believe in.
Yeah, I mean, that close, literally, you're talking about falling forward. I can't fall forward and get inches. Man, I'm taking my chances with that.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd down.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go!
They'll leave it with him. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Brings up 3rd down.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Touchdown, Arizona State! And the pummeling has started.
What a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He'll run it again. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Arizona State 42, Ohio State 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. At the 45, on his way. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
From the gun, running back on the move. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
You've got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on first down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times... defense in a hole, and this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Running back searching for a hole. Discards a man. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, but just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Coming up, 4th down.
How good has this offense been on fourth down, converting all 3 times, and they're lining up to go for it again. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get enough.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
The run from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Brings up second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Wide out in motion. Trying to beat him to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man. Yeah,
and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing.
And he intercepts it. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Well, it's been that kind of day for this offense, right? Just things haven't gone their way. Nothing's been easy. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, trying to claw back in the game, and you throw another pick.
The offense starts with a short field. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up second down.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll leave it with the lone back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Brings up third down.
And the Sun Devils have moved it inside the 20.
Let's go. Low. Ready.
Leaves it with the running back. Kept it on the ground on third down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.